realize now that that guitar is wicked out of tune. Fans, it is time to get out! That is a 6-1 victory of the over the Chicago Blackhawks, making the Bruins tied with the freaking who is it the Florida Panthers of last season in for the most consecutive home victories to start a season. Insane. We move up to 16-2-0 with a perfect 11-0-0 record at home. Welcome back to Into the Den, everybody. I am your host, 100 Back. I'm gonna be honest. I paid attention to this game, but a lot of it still felt like a blur. There are a few things that I know about. The reason why this game felt like a blur was because I went out to watch this game at my at Barrett's Ale house, which is like 3 or 4 or 5 miles off campus from where I live at Bridgewater State. A fun place, great wait staff. It gets loud as hell on at 9 o'clock every night. It's semi-fun. It's fun sometimes. It's fun before 9 o'clock. But I want to see this game with my dad and my sister taking me out for it. And so and we had a lot of interesting conversations, such as how badly Ticketmaster has screwed over concerts, and it's dating all the way back to like 1994. Sliding into the DMs mean hilarious fake verified tweets. My family is a fun group, is all I'm saying. But what I'm also saying is that this game was very much a blur. But what I do know is that the Bruins were absolutely dominant for the entire game. When its first game back from injury, the Bruins definitely gave him a soft one. The Bruins definitely gave him a soft one, and although the Blackhawks did end up scoring a goal in the second period, it took them until like 4 minutes into the third to register 10 shots on the shot counter, and by that point the Bruins had already had like 27, 28. It wasn't net tonight for the Blackhawks, and like at that point, I don't even know how you even and like at that point, you can pretty much just count it as a loss. We all saw Razik in Toronto last year. We all know he isn't good anymore. But we all know that Toronto also kind of has a problem with goalies, but that's beside the point. One thing that I heard a lot before this game was the idea of Patrick Kane on the Bruins. No, not at all. Do not let that happen. People will say, "Oh, well, that makes sense." That makes sense. No, it does not make sense. Patrick Kane is 34. I know that he scored 96 points last year, or 92. I forget, but still. Patrick Kane is, but still, that was on a different team that had Brandon Hagel, Alex DeBrincat, and Kirby Dach. There's no way that he's scoring 92 points again. Second of all, Patrick Kane is not really the greatest guy off the ice. I mean, let's be honest, it's the him aiding in the whole harassment of Kyle Beach after the Brad Aldrich thing happened in 2010, kind of puts a damper on everything. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for someone that you want to that people are saying should be the captain. No, we already had one player with horrible off ice issues this season get signed this season. We don't need a second one. And I know and not to mention the dude is on the last year of a contract that's worth $10.5 million. You're gonna have to do some sort of cap space shenanigans to keep him on, and I don't know if that's worth it. If it's worth it to put someone who's 100%, you know for a fact that dude's gonna end up just being on the second line. No, unless you are Toronto, you do not pay $10.5 million to put someone in the second line. It's like paying $4 million a year to put someone on the third line. What? I'm sorry. Anyway, I know that DeBrusk ends up getting a goal. I think it's the second goal of the game. Off of yet another Jake DeBrusk. God bless him. He is the king of just stand right at the top of the crease and just pass me the puck. Like, because he had another goal tonight. Like, remember a few nights ago when he got a goal by just standing in front of the crease and letting Pasta take a shot that take a pass that looked like a shot and put it on DeBrusk's stick. Yeah, that happened again tonight. The Bruins completely dominated the Blackhawks on every single at every single point. They dominated them on offense. They were quick with getting the puck out of their own zone. They gave Swayman the easiest return game ever. They managed to score a power play goal in the first, something that which hilariously came right after I told my sister that the Bruins kind of suck on the power play. The Bruins seem to score every time that it isn't the power play. Pasta with 2 goals tonight was just amazing. And both of them were pretty good. The first one coming from Mrazek from Mrazek just being a little bit too slow on the uptake, and another one coming from being Mrazek completely out of position, and Pasta having to shoot it 5-hole on a defenseman. A defenseman is the one who got 5-holed on that one. I think the only really scary part of the game is in the third period, late, I think 2 minutes left in the game. Marchand gets smacked across the face. He's like around his lip, and he is bleeding. And I don't think he plays another shift the rest of the game. Which honestly, it made no difference. It was the last shift on the against a complete lamp of an opponent that you're getting that you're completely shit. That it's a completely unnecessary injury that ended up happening. Good part about the good news is that that injury didn't really affect us negatively. But if you look at it, it kind of looks like Bergeron is the one who accidentally has his stick that far up and smacks him in the face. I don't have. I just went through the highlights. I couldn't find that particular clip at all. But I mean that's just because the NHL's Twitter account, NHL's YouTube is kind of stupid. Really, guys, you're an official sports league, and you're uploading things in 360p. What is wrong with you? Sure, I think I do it. I haven't looked at the definition qualities of my videos yet, but at least when I do it, it's just because I'm working with a webcam. I'm not working with stuff that's supposed to be like cutting edge technology. Anyway, one thing that I really took from this game was soak it in, Bruins, because next game starts a gauntlet. Starting on Monday, the next Bruins games are a game in Tampa, in in Tampa against the Lightning, in Sunrise against the Florida Panthers, at home against the Carolina Hurricanes, at home against the Tampa Bay against the Lightning, at home against the Avalanche, at home against the Golden Knights. It's on the road against the Avalanche, on the road against the Coyotes. they're just hanging in. They're just having fun in there. On the road against the Golden Knights. It's at home against the Islanders, and then at home, and then the end of the gauntlet is at home on December 15th against the Kings. And then you get a little bit of a reprieve with the Blue Jackets. It's at home, and then you have to host the Panthers again, and then you host the Jets, who are also doing amazing, and then finally on December 23rd, the last game before Christmas, a matchup with the now 12-game undefeated streak New Jersey Devils. Soak it in, Bruins, because you got it. Because the easy stuff is out of the way. Now you got to do what the rest of us college kids do and prep for finals. Prepping for finals when we're not even like 4 months away from the trade deadline. What the hell is wrong? It's usually around the end of March, and it's about 2/3 of the way through November. So it is about 4 months. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is the Bruins have a 16-2-0 record. Good for 32 points, the best record in the entire NHL. That has come against largely softball opponents. And now they're gonna get some like meaty pushback for the to start after this starting on Monday. So they got to be prepared. And I hope that they can bring against Tampa. That is it for tonight's episode of Into the Den. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you really like. Up there is my most recent last video, and down below is my Twitch.tv. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/100_Bex. Last time I was streaming a blind playthrough of Monster Hunter World. Fantastic game. One of the best feeling Monster Hunter games out there. I will go into that. You can catch me on there. I will probably be streaming. At least once a week. I'll be streaming at least once a week. I know that for certain. But it will usually come either on Friday or just any day that there isn't a Bruins game. But if there's one thing that I can leave you guys on, 11-0, 16-2-0 is a pretty good start to a season. Take care, everyone.